This might be a little fun for you. There's the front end with the running lights. There's the firebox with the flames of the coal just red hot. And here's the backup lights. When we go back, the forward lights, the rear warning lights on the tender. I want to show you something here now. Now we're going the other direction. Ah, is that cool? I've had these for a while. I hadn't used them. So when you go backwards, you have the backup lights. When you go forward, you have the red warning lights. So that's pretty cool. Okay, that's the show. Turn on a light now so you can see it. Let me turn on some other lights. I know I'm moving this all around. Don't get weirdo on me. But I wanted you to see. I'm taking the power for these switch lights right off of the power for the motor. So when the motor changes direction, the polarity for the lights change direction and they go from red to white. So when the motor's in reverse, I just plug these in the right way and they're white for reverse and red for forward. This is the firebox. I've been doing this for a long time. And I get 3 lights, 1 red and 2 yellow. And I put those in there, and then I get a diesel engine window. I gotta buy them, and I mess them up with my soldering iron so they're mottled. You don't really want to see the pinpoint of the light. You want to see the light mottled, like, right? So it just looks like a flame behind a window or something. That's what it does. And then the running light, well, the headlights you saw early on, that's just a white LED that'll pump out right there. These are the red, these are the identifier lights or something like that, and they're supposed to come out of this fellow here. So what we're going to have to do is drill a hole and maybe put a piece of fiber optic in there or something so that light can come out and run both directions. I think that would be pretty hot. At any rate, that's some of what I've been doing. Plus I got the speaker, I did a wire off inside the speaker. It was already glued and assembled. I had to take it apart. That's why I have screws in it now. Resolder it and put it back together. Everything is working pretty much as it should. Everything, the fan, the soundboard, the controller, the reverse, the chuff signal, the chuff smoke, and the idle at smoke at idle, all seem to be working routinely and as they're intended to work. I haven't tried to reassemble the engine, although with the lighting on it, it's going to be a little difficult. I'm probably not going to assemble lighting for all the other guys. I just thought I'd do one and show you how it would look and where you would put it and how you would do it. I run them off the smoke, all of them off the smoke, because they take milliamps of power, very little power, and we have 6 volts going into the heater, so that's plenty. And if it did cut down the smoke, you got a little pot there, you can jack it up a little bit if you want to, or over on the smoke heater side, you can jack that up there. So I thought I'd let you know how it's going. Now I did have another surprise. It's not done, but we can go look at it. We talked about, or I had written up about, how I always wanted to have the mount of the engine here, and one for the fields, and then one back here for the cab. I don't have an engine here, but at any rate, you know what I'm saying. It would just slide in. That way we could take the tabs off of the body of the engine. Now, don't have one here. And that way the engine assembly would just, drive assembly would just slide down. You put a screws here and screw in the front, and it's in. Yeah. So I came up with that shape based on the shape that I knew that worked, and I just added material where I thought I needed to. And we're in the midst of printing that. It's got another 20 minutes to go, and it's just now at the mounting points. It's starting to print the mounting points out in space. And the challenge here is it's thin out there and we don't want to break it. So I'm gonna have to be very careful with that. I gotta find an engine where those tabs are either missing or can be unscrewed easily. and then we can do some test fits and go from there. That ought to be pretty exciting. Here's how it prints out. And we got a new router from Verizon, and I don't know. I had to change my 3D printer. I wouldn't even see the computer. I had to change the computer. I had to change every computer in the house, every TV in the house, and it's I lost a good half a day messing with that dang thing. But in any case, we're on track. Tomorrow's another day, as I say. I'm just anxious to get closer to this. I'm not going to do that right away. That's for later. But I'm anxious to get this thing completely ironed and start completing the other two engines and the other tender, so that all three of them are built at this level of completion. And then I'm going to bundle them up and send them to the gang that ordered them, and turn them loose. It's yours now, kiddo. See what you could do with it. And there's a lot of room to play, and it should be fun. And of course, the engine and the tender is customizable as well. So, I forgot that. I seem to have lost. I had my tender light frame thing on here. I had one of them. It just popped up on the table, and I grabbed it and put it on there, and it looked really cool. I don't know where the doggone thing went, but it's a little house-like thing with a hole in the back, and it just slides down over here, and I can put some silver in the back of it to reflect the light back out. But you just do this, and it sits on the very back edge, like here or here or here, on the other ones too, and it just glues down. You drill a hole under it, and you poke this thing up, and then the light will shine back out. I think it'll be awesome. And that could then you have a backup and tail light combination. You don't have to have a white light and then two red lights or anything. It's all the same. Plus the two white lights will brighten up the backup so you don't crash into whatever's back there. Casey Jones' caboose or whatever. He could be sleeping in there. You don't wake him up. All right. Well, I don't know where it is. It's around here somewhere. It's probably down inside there. Yeah, I got this big foam thing out because I needed to bring it up trying to make the videos. I think tomorrow's when I'm going to make the new camera mount, so that you guys can really see what I'm doing and enjoy it a little better. I'm so sorry about everything. But anyway, I thought that was cool. All right, fill you in later. Have a good one. Bye.